On a clear, dark night, far from city lights, you look up, and the universe reveals itself. Thousands of stars, each a sun, many with their own planets and stories. When I gaze at that cosmic ocean, I feel a connection, a sense of belonging to something vast and ancient. Every atom in our bodies was forged in the heart of a star. We are stardust. Our story is the universe's story. To understand ourselves, we must look back, billions of years before humans, before Earth itself. Our journey begins in a giant, swirling cloud of gas and dust, drifting through the Milky Way. This is where our solar system's story starts, not on Earth but in the cold, empty space between the stars. It's a tale of creation, chaos, and life. A story still being written across the cosmos. We are the children of this cosmic history, inheritors of a legacy stretching back 4.6 billion years. So, come with me. Let's travel back in time and witness the birth of our world. Let's see how a simple cloud of dust and gas gave rise to everything we know. Our human lives are a fleeting moment in the life of the cosmos, but in that moment, we've learned to read the story written in the stars. We've built tools to see across space-time, and what we've found is more amazing than any myth. The universe is not static, it's a dynamic, evolving arena of creation and destruction, and we are part of that grand cosmic dance. Our solar system story is a powerful reminder. We are connected to everything. The ground beneath our feet, the air we breathe, the stars above, they're all part of the same epic. This is our origin story. Let's begin. Our story starts in darkness, a vast, swirling nebula of hydrogen, helium, and dust. For millions of years, it drifted quietly in the Milky Way, the raw material for everything to come. But a cloud like this needs a push to collapse, a trigger. That push came from a supernova. The explosive death of a nearby star. The shockwave squeezed the nebula, and gravity took over. The cloud began to collapse and spin, faster and faster. Most of the material spiraled toward the center, where pressure and temperature soared. A protostar was born, the infant sun. For a few million years it gathered mass, growing hotter and denser. Then, ignition hydrogen atoms fused into helium. Nuclear fusion began. Our sun burst into light, flooding the young solar system with energy. Its solar wind swept outward, pushing lighter elements to the outer regions. Heavier, rocky materials stayed in the warmer inner regions. This set the stage for two kinds of planets. Media group. CGI of small, rocky planetesimals forming near the sun, close-up animation of rocky worlds in the inner solar system and Dostaka distribute equally, small rocky worlds close to the sun, and gas giants far away. The birth of the sun marked the beginning of our solar system as we know it. The sun was not just a passive ball of light, it was an engine, shaping everything around it. Its solar wind sculpted the disk of material, dividing the solar system into distinct zones. The conditions for planet formation were set. The cosmic stage was ready. From this chaos, order would soon emerge. The next act, building worlds from dust. Let's see how planets are born. With the sun ignited, a flat, spinning disk of dust and gas formed around it, the protoplanetary disk. Here, planet building began. Tiny grains stuck together, becoming pebbles, then rocks. Over thousands of years, these rocks grew larger, pulled together by gravity into planetesimals, little planets. In the hot inner solar system, rocky planetesimals formed Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Further out, beyond the frost line, icy planetesimals grew massive, becoming the cores of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The process was chaotic, a cosmic demolition derby of collisions and mergers. Some planetesimals shattered, others combined, and slowly, a few large bodies began to dominate their orbits. The planets were taking shape, each a survivor of this brutal process. Order emerged from chaos. The solar system was sculpted by violence and gravity. The stage was set for the next dramatic act, the grand dance of giants. The architecture of our solar system was about to be transformed. Let's see how. The early solar system was a place of chaos. The planets, especially Jupiter and Saturn, migrated and interacted in a complex gravitational dance. Early on, these giants drifted inward, threatening the inner planets. But then, Jupiter and Saturn entered an orbital resonance, a repeated gravitational nudge that reversed their migration. This grand tack saved the inner rocky planets from destruction. As they moved, Jupiter and Saturn flung countless planetesimals in all directions. Many were ejected from the solar system. Others were hurled inward, triggering the Late Heavy Bombardment. For hundreds of millions of years, the inner planets were pummeled by asteroids and comets. This chaos delivered water and organic molecules, the building blocks of life, to the young Earth. Creation and destruction, side by side. The scars of this ancient assault are still visible on Mercury, the Moon, and Mars. The violence of the early solar system set the stage for life, and for the birth of our Moon. Early Earth was a molten, lonely world until catastrophe struck. About 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized protoplanet, Theia, slammed into Earth. The impact vaporized both worlds, blasting debris into orbit. For a time, Earth had a ring of molten rock. Gravity pulled this debris together, forming the Moon, a true child of Earth. The newborn Moon was much closer, looming huge in the sky. Its gravity stabilized Earth's tilt, giving us a stable climate. The Moon's tides mixed the early oceans, possibly aiding the origin of life. The serene Moon we see today is a reminder of our planet's violent past. Without the Moon, Earth's climate would be wild and unpredictable. The Moon's formation was a turning point for our world. From chaos, a companion was born. The next chapter, the making of a blue marble. After the moon-forming impact, Earth was a hellish sphere of molten rock. Over millions of years it cooled. A thin crust formed, broken by constant volcanism. Volcanoes released gases, creating Earth's first atmosphere, a toxic mix with no oxygen. The greenhouse effect kept the surface too hot for liquid water. Some water was released from Earth's interior, but much was delivered by comets and asteroids during the Late Heavy Bombardment. Eventually, Earth cooled enough for water vapor to condense and fall as rain. It rained for thousands, maybe millions of years, filling basins and creating the first oceans. Slowly, the fiery planet transformed into a water world, a blue marble in space. The stage was set for life. From molten chaos to a world of oceans, Earth was ready for its next miracle. The first breath of life was about to begin. The transformation was complete. Now, life would take hold. Earth became a world of water, but the oceans were sterile, the land barren. Deep in the oceans, complex molecules formed and began to replicate. Life had begun. The first life was simple, single-celled organisms dominating for over 1 billion years. Then, cyanobacteria evolved photosynthesis, using sunlight to make food and releasing oxygen as a byproduct. Oxygen reacted with iron in the oceans, creating vast rust layers, banded iron formations. Eventually, oxygen built up in the atmosphere, triggering the Great Oxidation Event. This was catastrophic for most life, but it paved the way for new oxygen-using organisms. Life transformed the planet, setting the stage for complexity. The first breath of oxygen changed everything. The world was ready for its next leap. From single cells to complex life, evolution was about to accelerate. The story of life was just beginning. Next, from ice to explosion. The rise of oxygen removed methane, plunging Earth into a deep freeze. Snowball Earth. Ice covered nearly the entire planet, but life survived in hidden pockets. Volcanoes pumped CO2 into the atmosphere, eventually melting the ice. The thaw released nutrients into the oceans, and oxygen levels soared. Around 540 million years ago, the Cambrian Explosion began. Life became big and complex. Organisms developed shells, skeletons, eyes, and legs. The blueprints for modern animals were laid down in this burst of evolution. The oceans teemed with strange creatures, trilobites, anomalocaris, and more. Life had gone from single-celled slime to vibrant ecosystems. Crisis led to opportunity. Evolution accelerated. The world was transformed. The next frontier, life conquers the land. The age of monsters and mammals was about to begin. After the Cambrian Explosion, life moved onto land. First plants, then insects, then amphibians. Reptiles evolved, conquering dry land with the amniotic egg. The age of reptiles began and dinosaurs dominated for 150 million years. Small mammals lived in the shadows waiting for their chance. 66 million years ago, an asteroid struck, ending the dinosaurs' reign. The impact triggered global catastrophe, darkness, cold, and mass extinction. Mammals survived, diversified, and took over the planet. They evolved into whales, bats, primates, and eventually, us. The extinction of the dinosaurs made our existence possible. From destruction came opportunity. The rise of mammals set the stage for humanity. The story was nearing its most recent chapter. Stardust would become conscious. And so, mammals flourished. In Africa, primates evolved, walking upright, making tools, developing language. Humans appeared in the last moments of the cosmic calendar. We built cities, created art, and pondered our place in the universe. We walked on the moon, sent probes to the planets, and looked back at our origins. The carbon in our cells, the iron in our blood, the water in our bodies, all forged in cosmic events. We are the legacy of a 4.6 billion-year journey. We are the universe's way of knowing itself. Stardust, given life and consciousness. When you look up at the night sky, remember, you are part of this epic story. The swirling nebula, the birth of the sun, the dance of the planets, the rise of life, all led to you. We are connected to every star, every planet, every living thing. Our existence is a testament to the creative power of the cosmos. In understanding our origins, we can better cherish our fragile home. Our place in the cosmos is fleeting, but magnificent.